Namaste. Turn to Jesus with all of yourself, with your troubles, with your joys, your suffering, your dreams, your fears, your doubts, your love, your life, your relationships, your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, every thought you've ever had. Give it to Jesus. Jesus isn't one person. Jesus is all persons. That's why he was called the Son of God. He was the flesh, God in flesh, God made man. Jesus came as a reminder to us that we are all that is. Not the ego. The ego is an illusion. And the ego will be swallowed up by love. The truth is what Jesus understood innately was that everything is already one. All there is love. Because there is no separation. All there is health and joy and perfect peace because there is no separation. All there is light because that is God. When God said, "Let there be light," that was God creating. And that was what Jesus was. He was light. He was the light of the world because he was the world. He came here as the world in one individual to remind the world what they are, which is one. We are one. There is no separation. It's an illusion. Anything based on separation is an illusion. There is no separation between you and anything. You are love and light for eternity. That is your home. That is why when we talk to Jesus, we feel love. But that love surpasses understanding. Because we can't understand it, because it's beyond separation. It's beyond good and evil. It's beyond duality. It's beyond up and down. And that is what's happening, is the world is waking up. The divinity that was and is Jesus Christ is waking up inside of every single being. Every single being is remembering that they are all. That there is no separation. It is the end of separation. It is the end of separation. There is no more separation. If you want to know what your job or mission or role is, it's to remember that there is no separation. Doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, or what body you have, or what thoughts you have, or what you've done, or what you want to do. The fact of the truth of God is that there is no separation. It's one. Everything is one, and love and light for eternity. World without end. It is God. Everything. You want to know your true nature? It's love. It's light. It's unity. Imagine all of existence as one. As one. That's what you are. That's what you are. So stop searching and just remember. That's what you are. You are creation and existence. And anything that you're doing that isn't serving that oneness is just going to cause you pain. It's just going to cause you pain. All of existence is moving back into itself as oneness. It's remembering what it really is. That's why when you're in your heart, there is nothing but oneness and love and light and peace. Because that's reality. Anything else, it's an illusion. And it's not eternal. It's not eternal. This person, named Joe Vertino, is loved by God unconditionally. But he is not eternal. He is being used by God and by Jesus and light and love to remind people of the truth is that you are one. You are one with everything. That is what you are. That is your true essence. If you want to talk about healing, if you want to talk about whatever, it's that is the step that we're taking. You can talk about any details you want, but the big picture is we're remembering that we're one. That means you. I am you. You are me. We are one. We are one. We are one. Jesus is all of us combined. That's why Jesus, his heart is healing and is a sanctuary of inexhaustible compassion for all beings, because he is all beings. The person named Yeshua was just the person. He was born in time. He had a body, and that body decayed, and then that body ascended. But what he really was the essence of all. That is what he was. People get identified with things, but they're missing the simplest thing, and the only thing that matters. We're one. We're love. We're truth. We're existence. We're all that is. Forever, here, and now, for all eternity. There is no death. Give Jesus your life, because he is you. He is you. He's not separate from you. The only thing that Jesus is doing is he's reminding you, your true self in here, the one that knows no fear, that, oh yeah, that's what I am. That's what it is. That's what Jesus is. He's you. He's reminding you. That's what Buddha is. All of these beings, all of the enlightened beings, they all understand this truth. They understand that consciousness, God, truth, and love, there is no separation, and that is the only thing that we need to focus on. The only thing that needs your attention day in and day out is the fact that you are love. That means you are loved unconditionally. That means your separate identity self is loved unconditionally. There is absolutely nothing in existence that you could possibly do that could change that. Because existence itself is love, is light, is oneness. Let yourself be afraid. If you feel fear, realize that that fear is absolutely inexistent when held up to the light of the truth of love that Jesus so graciously showed us. When they say that Jesus suffered and died on the cross for us, that's why that is so important. He didn't need to do that, but he came into form because he loved us so much. He loved us so much that he came into form. And he suffered a horrible, horrible suffering. He did that for us so that we would be saved, so that we would remember who we are. All of those people who are lost, this is the answer. This is your way home. This person, this identity, is just a vessel for that message. And there are many, many, many others like me, and they will be coming forward. Because it is time for us to wake up to the truth, to love. Your ego is going to be fine. It is not going to suffer. Your ego is going to be deliciously wrapped up in a beautiful cushion, and it's just going to be dropped into the sea of love. That's it. And then that's truth, and that's love, and that's existence, and that's what you really are, and that's your home. You don't need to force it, you don't need to try. Just hear the words that are being spoken. This is what you are. We are one thing. There is no separation ever. No matter how it seems. No matter how it seems. There is no separation ever. Ever. And if you remember that truth, there is nothing that can shake you. This body, this mind, and this identity, it was born. What happened before you were born? What happened before you were born? Do you remember? Some of you might say, yeah, I remember I had a past life in Germany, and which is fine, that's awesome. But what really happened when you were born, before you were born? The reason you don't remember that is because you were one. You were one. You were one. You came into the form just like Yeshua did. But now we need to remember what Yeshua knew. He knew it since the moment he came in. Now it's time for us to be born into our Christ nature. The oneness of all of existence. Do not be afraid. Ever. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste.